Hey, what's up guys? In this video today I'm going to show you how I planted this citrus tree and strawberries in this whiskey barrel. I have a small yard here but wanted to plant some trees back here. I've decided that I'm going to be planting this dwarf golden nugget tangerine and these strawberries into this whiskey barrel over here. The different items that I have is I have strawberries, liner for this whiskey barrel. Once I get that liner in there, I'll be lining the bottom with some pea gravel, followed by some palm, cactus, and citrus soil. But the plan is that I'm going to be putting it on my pavers here. I was a little worried about the leftover running through and staining my pavers. So this is actually sitting on top of some pavers here. The plan is that I'm going to drill some holes in the bottom of this thing, kind of in the center, and the thought is that I am going to be putting this tray underneath it. So I left a little bit of room in the back where I can slide this guy in and out to dump it. I may also try to put a nozzle on the side with a hose that will just drain it straight to the dirt here. But that's the idea. Let's get to it. I need to drill the holes in the bottom. What I decided to do is I'm going to take the pan here. I don't know if you can see it, but I actually traced around this with a pencil just to get an idea of what this is going to be covering down there, so I can decide on where I'm going to be drilling the holes. I want to kind of drill probably 3 or 4 in the center here, enough to where if this thing isn't dead center, I can still hit that pan. So let's drill some holes. So one thing I noticed when I was looking in here is that around this lip, it dips down. I'm worried about water getting caught there, and I want them to go towards my holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a small layer of the pea gravel around the edge, just to kind of give me a little bit of slope in my liner that'll go to these holes a little bit easier. Alright, so this is what I put on the inside. I'm hoping that this is going to, you probably can't see it in the dark there, but I hope that's going to kind of filter it a little bit more towards the center here. So I'm looking at this bag and I'm a little concerned that it's not going to fit properly. It doesn't seem wide enough, but we'll cut it up and see what we got. Bad news with this bag back here is that it doesn't fit. It's way too small. It's not going to fit all the way around the wide edge of the barrel here, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on. I think I may just put the plant itself with as much dirt as I can inside of it and line the rest of it on the outside of the bag with dirt. That's just gonna be for looks, and then we'll kind of just bury the bag, so when it actually gets watered, it's gonna get watered inside of the bag. And then I'll just top off, where the top of the bag is going to be at the dirt level, and just kind of cover it up so it looks like there's no bag or no liner inside of it. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I have the pea gravel in here. I'm going to go ahead and take this nail and try to find the holes that I drilled and poke 2 or 3 holes through the plastic here. Now that I've got the holes poked through, I'm going to pour the rest of the pea gravel in. Alright, I want to set my tree in there to make sure it's not going to be too high. Spread that gravel around, sink it down a little bit too. I'm taking a look at the tree in the barrel with all that gravel in there, and the height that it is right now is as high as I think I want it to be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the gravel out, and we'll see. We'll see if we can get that thing a little bit lower. So that's a lot better for height. I took a lot of the gravel out of it, so that way I can actually get some dirt underneath this tree before I plant it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually leaving it in the pot. Since this soil is super dry, I want to water it tonight. So, also I'm out of soil, so I gotta pick some up tomorrow, but I'm just gonna water this, let it soak, let the dirt settle down in here, kind of harden, and then I think what I'm gonna do is, once it's firm, I will go ahead and pull the pot out. The hole will still remain. I can pull the tree then out of that pot and just drop it right into the center there and be good to go. You also may be wondering why I did this liner. The reason I did the liner is because I don't want moisture to just be sitting and soaking into the wood. To me, that's just gonna rot it out and have it corrode faster, and I don't really want to replace the pot for this tree again. This is a hope and a one-time thing, so. Okay, I just filled it up with water down here, kind of soaking the soil, and I guess the big question was, is this going to be leaking out the bottom like I was hoping it would, not just fill with water and get all plugged up? But if you listen closely, we got water. All right, next morning, I've been watering the soil around the tree to compact it down last night. The more I was thinking about it, since the bag isn't going to be opening up all the way around, I'm concerned about putting the strawberries around here and making sure that they're inside the bag when watering. Giving it some thought, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leftover top of the bag that I cut, and I'm actually going to see if I can insert it, maybe put a slit in the side of what I have now to kind of expand the top of this, and get it all the way around. So let's see how that works. Okay, so this is what I did. I put a slit on the original bag down here. You can see that. I slid it on both sides. And I put this inner liner in it. So this is just the top half of that bag that we sliced into it. And that's going to give me kind of a bigger, even though there's still going to be a gap down here towards the bottom, it at least gives me the ability to stretch this thing out and look like that it's actually filling the entire sides. All right, we've got all the dirt in. I think we're done for now. We're just going to do some more watering. Soon we'll be ready for the strawberries around the top, and then I'll be able to pull this thing from the pot and just drop it straight in there. Hey guys, it's been 2 weeks since I've started this project. Got too busy last week, so I let the dirt settle a little bit more. Gonna plant it in the ground right now. I noticed that the tree actually dropped a little bit, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put some soil in the bottom of this before I drop it in, just to kind of give it a little bit more soil for the roots to kind of just grab hold. So before I plant this thing, I just want to show you guys that tree's at a pretty good height. I am going to put a little bit of soil down there, but I also kind of was turning it around. I wanted to get a good angle on this thing right here, and we've got one branch coming straight up and then the other one's coming forward, and I purposely faced it that way because I don't want this thing growing into and through the fence here. So hopefully we'll just grow straight up for the most part, but it'll come out too. So keep that in mind when you are planting the tree on the angles and where the branches are pointing. I just want to give you guys a quick view of what this looked like. This is the hole that I have, pulled it out, just going to drop the tree right in there and we'll be good to go. planting is all done. I did add some more dirt underneath the tree here because I did want to get it as high as I can, just to let the roots grow a little bit deeper. I've cut the plastic off, as you can see. I left actually some hangover, and what I did is I actually tucked it under. So I kind of just tucked it down here, and I'm just going to cover it up with the dirt. So that way, I don't know, if I ever need to get to the iron or if I need any extra, I can have some extra to get to. It's just going to be tucked right under there. Tree is a little bit high right now, but there's a lot of dry soil under it, so I'm expecting it to drop a little bit, which will help the water to stay in there. Hey, hope you guys liked that video. If so, give it a thumbs up down below. I'm gonna put all of the links to everything that I used in the description. Also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.